I live in Asia, and Asia is a big place. For most people who doesn't live in Asia, they're probably thinking about these places. And sometimes Russia. I mean, even I forget the countries that are in Asia. This one time when I went to Japan for an exchange program, I was in a class with a guy from Kuwait, and we were talking about Japanese food. I don't really like the food here. Yeah, but I guess food from Asia are usually like this, right? Hey, I'm also Asian and my food is nothing like this. Crap. Yeah, that's also a part of Asia. In all honesty, when I said that, I was more referring to East Asian cuisines, so more of these places. I know not all Asian food are like that. I mean, I'm Asian and my food is nothing like Japanese food. But yeah, that was another case of me not thinking too much about what I'm going to say, and that's my bad. Speaking of different parts of Asia, did you guys know that this is also Asia? Yeah, this part of the world is called East Asia. And I happen to live here. This country specifically. Indonesia, if you were wondering what it's called. And if you haven't noticed, most of it is covered in water. And a bunch of islands are just there hanging around. Thank you for asking. Segue! So, the main thing I wanted to talk about in this video is about how these islands are shaped, specifically the main islands, because I've always thought these islands look kinda funny as a kid. You know, when you look at clouds and try to find out what they look like. As a kid, I always do that with these islands. But it didn't really take much effort because they're all weirdly shaped, or at least most of them. You'll find out in a bit. Number 1. Java. This is the most populated island in the country, but we don't care about that. We're talking about the shape, baby. Yeah, shape-wise, it's not that interesting. This is mainly why I'm talking about it first. So the only reason I'm able to remember this one is probably because I live in it, right here. For the most part, it's not really interesting, shape-wise at least. So as a kid, I never actually associate this island with any kind of shape. But if I really have to do so, let me make something up. Well, let me squint my eyes. Yeah, I can see it. It looks like a stick. Yeah, it looks like a stick. A stick with some rough edges, but if you squint your eyes, it's basically a stick. Moving on. Number 2. Okay, number 2 is an island called Sumatra. So if you look at it, you can clearly see that it's not really that interesting. It's not really that interesting either. If you really wanted to, you can just take Java, move it to the left a bit, go up just a little bit, and then rotate it 45 degrees, and with some animation magic, you get Sumatra, a stick that's in a 45-degree angle. It'll also help if you squint. Number 3. Okay, number 3 now, we're moving on to an island that doesn't actually look like a stick, so this is a bit more interesting. So if you go north a bit from Java, you get this island called Kalimantan, which is technically, Kalimantan is the name of the island. That's a portion of my country, and the island as a whole is shared with 3 countries. Here, here, and here. This one's Indonesia, this one's Kalimantan. So the whole island is actually called Borneo, and the interesting part of the island is not even in my country, so yeah, I'm just, but we're talking about the whole island. So my way of remembering this island as a kid was always to look at the top of it. It kinda looks like a T-Rex, but it's eaten a couple too many cheeseburgers. I mean, it's a stretch, but as a kid, my imagination was as wild as it could be. So here, I'll draw a T-Rex and make it a bit fat. And boom. There you go. Okay, moving on. Number 4. At the edge of the country, there's an island called Papua. And this is another case where the island is divided into 2 countries, my country and the country called Papua New Guinea. But we're talking about the whole island, so from here to here. Ever since I was a kid, this island always looked kind of funny. I mean, just look at that. This already looks like some sort of face. Continuing with the theme of dinosaurs, my kid brain always thought this island looks like a brachiosaurus. You know the ones with long necks from Jurassic Park? But then, had a bad day where someone cut off their tail, and then slapped it on the surface of the earth, and then told it to be an island. It was pretty sad because it got its tail cut off, but then it realizes that getting your tail cut off and becoming an island isn't so bad, and then it started to turn that frown slightly into a straight face. I'm happy.
Oh my god! Number 5.
Okay, if we go west a bit from Papua, we can find Sulawesi. And this is where I'm from. Here you. Okay, and without me even saying anything, you can already kind of see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like an MP5 SMG with a stock attached. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this looks strikingly like the letter K, but with an extension on the top. This made it super easy for me to remember because as a kid, I probably learned about the letter K earlier than I learned about dinosaurs. So this is what my eyes go to every time I see a map of my country. And you know what's interesting? If you just move to the right a bit, there's a smaller island called Maluku. And that also looks like a K. You know, just a bunch of islands looking the same, you know, like the letter K saying like KK, OKK. I don't know what I'm saying. And you know what's more interesting than that is that the letter K was probably not invented yet when these islands became an island. Hey dude, you know this island kind of looks like the letter K. Wait, what's a K? And what's a dude? You know. Wait. How do I know that? Look guys, I made fire. How did you do that? You want me to show you? Yeah. So you do this, and then